We all know the Disney version, a lost princess with magical hair, a daring escape and a happy ending. But the original Rapunzel is far darker, a tale of desperation, cruel bargains, and the punishment of female desire. Before Disney's Light, the Brothers Grimm gave us a story of confinement and control, not adventure. No lost princess, no magical healing, just a desperate deal by terrified parents and a powerful witch enforcing a brutal contract. The prince is no charming rogue, but a man drawn into a secret doomed affair. The gap between these versions reveals how our values, and what we teach children, have changed. To understand Rapunzel, we must look past the fairy tale glow, back to her roots in 17th century Italy, in a story called Petronella. By exploring these shadows, we see Rapunzel's journey not just as a magical escape, but as a reflection of survival, control, and the cost of freedom. Rapunzel's story began in Italy, 1634, with Petronella, a tale grounded in hunger and survival. A pregnant woman desperate for parsley steals from an ogress's garden. Caught, she bargains, her child for food. Petronella is born into captivity, not royalty. A commodity traded for survival. The ogress's tower is a prison, built to control, not protect. When a nobleman discovers Petronella, their relationship is secret and physical, sparking her escape. Using magical acorns, Petronella thwarts her captor and destroys the ogress herself. Unlike later versions, she is not a passive victim. She engineers her own freedom. Her story is one of cunning and agency, born from a desperate bargain but ending in self-liberation. This is a far cry from the gentle reunions of later fairy tales. The Brothers Grimm recast Rapunzel as a warning about female sexuality. The setup remains: a child traded for food, a tower, a witch, now called Mother Gothel. The tower becomes a symbol of forced purity, isolating Rapunzel from the world and her own desires. The prince's secret visits lead to Rapunzel's pregnancy, revealed when she complains her clothes are too tight. Gothel's punishment is swift, shears off Rapunzel's hair, exiles her and blinds the prince. The message is clear. Desire outside marriage brings ruin. Later editions soften the details, but the core warning remains. Rapunzel and the prince are punished, not celebrated for their transgression. The story is a stark lesson in control, shame, and the consequences of disobedience. It's a tale designed to frighten, not inspire. Disney's transforms the Grimm tale into a story of hope and empowerment. Rapunzel is now a lost princess, her magical hair a source of healing, not shame. Mother Gothel becomes a manipulative, emotionally abusive figure, using fear instead of magic to control. The tower is a gilded cage, and Rapunzel's struggle is internal, overcoming self-doubt and manipulation. Flynn Rider, a witty thief, replaces the nameless prince, and their relationship is built on partnership and growth. Their journey is about mutual trust, adventure, and self-discovery. The story's message shifts. It's no longer about punishment for desire, but about breaking free from psychological chains. Rapunzel's greatest act is not escape, but standing up to her captor. The ending is not exile, but restoration. She claims her place and her power. Disney's Rapunzel is a heroine for a new age, defined by courage and self-worth. The darkness is replaced by light, and the lesson is one of hope. The tower and the hair are Rapunzel's enduring symbols, but their meanings shift with each retelling. In Petronella, the tower is a literal prison, the hair, a tool for escape. The Grimms make the tower a fortress of forced innocence, the hair a symbol of forbidden allure. Cutting the hair is punishment, stripping Rapunzel of her womanhood and connection to the world. The tower is psychological, a cage of self-doubt built by Gothel's manipulation. Rapunzel's hair is magical, representing her power and heritage exploited by Gothel. Its loss is not punishment, but liberation. Flynn cuts it to save her, freeing Rapunzel from servitude. Across versions, the fate of the hair reveals the story's heart: vengeance, punishment, or sacrifice and freedom. The tower's meaning evolves, from physical prison to the walls we build in our minds. Rapunzel's journey is about breaking those walls, whatever form they take. The symbols endure, but their lessons change. Rapunzel's evolution mirrors our changing fears and values. The original tales warned of social ruin and the dangers of female autonomy. The Grimms amplified these anxieties, using punishment to reinforce obedience and purity. Disney's addresses modern fears: psychological abuse, manipulation, and the struggle for self-identity. Gothel is no longer just a witch, but a toxic, controlling figure. Her villainy is all too real. Rapunzel's fight is not just for freedom, but for self-worth. The story's shift matters. It shapes how we see ourselves and the world. Today, the greatest danger is not the outside world, but the prisons we carry within. Rapunzel's story reminds us that true freedom comes from facing our fears and daring to live. Disney's uplifting message resonates, but sanitizing fairy tales comes at a cost. The original stories were survival guides, not bedtime comforts, raw, dark, and honest about life's dangers. The Grimm's Rapunzel preserves harsh lessons about vulnerability and consequence. By removing the darkness, pregnancy, exile, blinding, we lose a window into past fears and social codes. The original tales grappled with desperation, jealousy, and vengeance, unpleasant but deeply human. Modern adaptations risk flattening these complexities, making stories less challenging and less resonant. This isn't an argument against, it's a call to remember what's lost. Fairy tales once trusted audiences to face ambiguity and warning. By honoring their origins, we preserve their full power and the resilience of those who told them. The darkness is not gratuitous, it's a vital part of the story's truth. In the end, we have two Rapunzels, one a cautionary figure, the other an empowered heroine. The original tale is a mirror of past fears, survival, control, and punishment. Disney's version is a beacon of hope, courage, and self-discovery. Both are part of a living tradition, each reflecting the anxieties and dreams of their time. The darkness of the old tale deepens the magic of the new. It's not just a children's movie, but a response to centuries of storytelling. Every version tells us something about who we are and who we hope to become. The tower remains, but what it means is up to us.